For an organization that does so much, that has such a wide range of services, from child welfare to service to people with developmental disabilities, to education, to early childhood programs, to juvenile justice services, to work with unaccompanied migrant children, the one thing that ties all that together is this belief and this notion that all of us can rise from where we are today to a better place in our lives in the future.
I came to Leake Watts. I was a shy person, nervous, you know. I had a bully that was attacking me, and I didn't have friends, and I cried a lot.
Yeslin Perez is a student of mine. She was someone who I mentored, very shy. She was one who had very low self-esteem, very low retention skills and reading skills. So there was definitely some strong academic needs that brought her to this school.
I was not a good reader, and I keep forgetting stuff, and I just didn't feel like I was as smart. When I went in my classroom, there was a lot of kids and students so focused on doing work and paying attention, and I want to be one of those students.
She saw the difference. She saw the information that they were learning, and that made her have a strong interest in becoming that someday. I'm not ashamed to let my students know my story. I grew up in a very hard neighborhood, Marcy Projects in Bed-Stuy, Brooklyn, and we went through a lot. In her neighborhood, there's a lot of similar challenges that she has to go through. So I'm able to teach people like Yeslin that there's light at the end of the tunnel.
In 2015, Leake Watts opened the Family Resource Center in the Castle Hill and Soundview section of the Bronx because we saw that that was a community facing great need. Throughout our 185-year history, Leake Watts has been evolving and changing to meet the ever-changing needs of the people that we support.
In a community where a lot of families are struggling, we are a free resource. We have everything from free playgroups on Thursdays, to resume help, to linkage to food stamp applications, and anything else that a parent might need. I think Blanca is a great example of what the Family Resource Center aims to do. She came in from another country with a language barrier, and she was intimidated by the system. She saw a sign in Spanish for a free community event. She came in and loved it, and she thought, wow, this is great.
El centro es muy importante para venir nosotros a compartir con los niños. Porque antes él era muy tímido, no quería como acercarse a las demás personas. Ahora él ya se va un poquito más con los niños y pues juega ya más que antes. Pues sí, también igual muy bien porque me pongo a platicar con las mamás de los niños. Pues ya me siento más tranquila hablando con las otras mamás. Sí.
She was able to connect with people, to talk to people, and that really opened up new doors for her as well.
There's not a lot of places like this around this area. So a place where you could be safe with your son, and when you learn, you sit down, talk to parents, have fun.
Everything that we do here is aimed at helping parents and families identify their own strengths. So Nilka is an amazing parent who came in. She wanted a place where she could bond more with her child, and in playgroup sessions, we were able to see she needed help with her resume and finding a job.
I've been out of work for 5 months. I was struggling at that point. Probably 2 weeks after, I got help with the resume. I got a job. It's a job I wanted, so it was very helpful.
I don't really believe there's that much magic to our work, except I think that everything about our work is magical.
Now I feel much more confident. My son is in a good place. I'm in a good place. I would definitely say to come to the Leake Watts Center. Definitely.
Sí, yo estoy feliz, agradecida porque pues mi niño está, como le digo, creciendo y pues aquí estamos compartiendo con los demás niños, las mamás.
Yeslin was 3-4 grade levels behind. I'm excited to say that she is currently at grade level in math and reading.
Mr. Jackson helped me a lot. He told me to believe in yourself. I told him I was like, I'm ugly, you know, I'm not smart. But he told me no. He believes in me and he sees in the future that I'm going to be a great person. And now I feel like I'm going to be a great person, you know? Like, I'm beautiful.
She wants to be different from what she sees in her neighborhood. So she wants to be the first within the household to graduate, not only from high school, but to graduate from college. And I'm very proud of her for that. I think that she's going to do marvelous things with her life. I believe that 110%, if I can go higher than infinity %.
As I sit here in the kitchen of one of our group homes that supports 8 individuals with intellectual and developmental disabilities, I think not only about what happens here every night at the dinner table, but that at every moment, even right now, there's so much work going on. There's so many different people. It's humbling to think that the work of Leake Watts is touching so many people, and I can think of nothing more important than the work that our staff is doing to help others identify where they want to go, and then to work with them to make their dream become possible.